Alright, this next fight I think is potentially going to be your main card opener. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't seem like they've got a main card opener at the moment. So maybe Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Marcin Tybura could be put on that position there, which would be a great addition to the main card. But we got Jairzinho Rozenstruik. If you guys don't know this guy's kickboxing record, I know it's not this exactly, but it's like 80 wins and 10 losses or something absolutely insane like that. And Marcin Tybura does have a decent ground game as well, but he did lose his last fight to Alexander Volkov, another kickboxer, by decision. But prior to that, he was on a decent sort of win streak. He beat Walt Harris by ground and pounds. He beat Greg Hardy by ground and pounds, which doesn't really seem to be the most difficult thing to do these days. He also beat Ben Rothwell, who was released by the UFC recently, which is strange, and Maxime Grishin as well. So sort of interesting 4-fight win streak that he had going on there. Maybe it was longer, but Jairzinho Rozenstruik 12-3 in his last 5. He lost to Francis Ngannou by knockout within a minute, which is not the greatest. But then he knocked out Junior Dos Santos. He lost to Cyril Gane. He kind of became the frozen strike in that one. I was kind of thinking that if we ever got a Cyril Gane versus Rozenstruik rematch, I think that would be an awesome fight to have. Two very experienced kickboxers. Unfortunately, the first one we had, Rozenstruik didn't really show up too much, didn't really throw, and he knocked out Augusto Sakai in the first round, lost to Curtis Blades by decision, and once again almost sort of became the frozen strike in that one. He seemed to be scared of the takedown, really, and I think that Marcin Tybura is also going to be looking for that takedown. Well, Marcin Tybura is going to be looking for the takedown, the ground and pound, but I'm going to be trusting Jairzinho Rozenstruik's ability to get the fight to the feet and stay on the feet. Hopefully we can see a better takedown defense from this one. I think that Marcin Tybura isn't as great of a wrestler as Curtis Blades is, and we saw that Curtis Blades also has got great boxing in his last fight as well. But Jairzinho Rozenstruik, I think that the stand-up game is not going to be close, and I think that Marcin Tybura, although he's been on a good win streak, he has kind of shown some potential durability problems, especially at 36 years old. We could see that chin checked. I think Jairzinho Rozenstruik might be that guy to do it, and I'm picking Rozenstruik to win by KO, man. He's got power in the hands. He does seem to sometimes become the frozen strike. Sometimes he doesn't show up, and I will admit that is of some concern to me. But at one point, this guy was 10-0 in his MMA career in the UFC. So I like that, man. I'm picking Rozenstruik by KO. I do think he's going to beat a guy like Tybura, and I do think that he has the ability to beat a guy like Marcin Tybura. Although Tybura is going to be looking for the takedown, I just don't think he's really going to be enough to beat a guy like Rozenstruik and get a guy like Rozenstruik to the ground and control him and kind of do his own thing. I think Rozenstruik's going to have good takedown defense. He's going to be hurting Tybura with his striking, man. Like this guy's striking is great. It really is. Unfortunately, he never really showed it off against Cyril Gane. But Rozenstruik likes to control the octagon. He likes to control the cage. And he likes to inflict his sort of will and land his strikes. I think we potentially could see a Rozenstruik knockout. And I'm going to pick it in the first round. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pick out first round knockout for Rozenstruik.